What's up, y'all? Got a film of the feed, so let's get into this tea. Pastor Prophet Antonio Maurice Brantley touching student Jeremiah Williams at 12 years old. This may be a tearjerker, but let's get into it. Misha Love Crystal. Let me see if I can get this. I'm trying to get this video without reacting to his. Misha Love. Okay. Was live. Jeremiah Williams was live. I could not get his live. Okay. She took me straight to the live. Just a little bit of research. All right. This may be a tearjerker for some. This is a warning for sure. If you don't want to watch this video, go ahead and slide. Hell, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to take. I might end it myself, but let's see. I know I'm tired of being late to these videos. So.
I'm gonna wait till a little bit more people join. Because people can state their opinions on the situation all they want. At the end of the day, nobody didn't have to go through it but me. So I could care less what anybody else has to say about the situation. The situation is something that I have been battling with for a long time, almost going on 7 years. When people start to ask me questions like, why are you just not coming out about the situation? Or why haven't you been saying anything or anything like that? You didn't go through it. Shit like that can ruin a person's mind, mental, all that. That shit was stripped away from me at 12 years old.
Now, that Naziah Harris story, no. I'm already... I don't like to subscribe to certain things. Good morning, Young. I already don't like to subscribe to certain things. And that right there, no. I won't be able to do it. I won't be able to do it. If this get too deep, I'm gonna get up out of it too. But I do have to start reacting to different things and worldly things because that's simply my job. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about the tea room and voice and what's going on with these YouTubers. Life is crazy out here. For her story, I've only seen comments. I haven't watched any videos. I haven't looked at any posts. I don't even want to know. All I keep seeing is the family failed her, and I don't want. And what happened to her was just unbecoming. I don't want to see it at all, so I ain't watching it. And please don't be in my comments telling me what happened because I don't want to know.
You weren't in it, so you couldn't tell me what the fuck to do. You can't. So, with that being said, everybody can just keep their comments to themselves because you didn't go through it and you didn't have to go through it. With that being said, I would like for everybody to stop saying that I'm healed from the situation. I've seen a couple posts, people saying that I'm healed and stuff. I am not healed by the situation, but I am at peace with the situation. I can't say I'm healed with the situation because I'm just becoming like fully aware of what I actually went through. Like that shit with your boy, no lie, but it's it happened. I went through it. So, 6th grade, the beginning of 6th grade wasn't bad at all. I would say it was towards the middle of 6th grade when stuff started to get shaky. I felt as though I started questioning myself. And, yeah, bullying was going on. A lot of that was going on during that time. So, I really didn't have any friends or nothing like that, of anything of that sort. So, I was always cool with teachers, you know, anybody that could be in my corner, I wanted to be cool with. Antonio Maurice Brantley was one of them people. He was one of the people that I thought was in my corner during that time, and I felt as though I could trust him. Now we all obviously can see that I could not do that. First incident occurred during, like I said, during the middle of my 6th grade year. I was in the ISS room. It was just me and Antonio Maurice Brantley in the ISS room. We were joking and laughing. We were playing, and it was no context to what he did, but he grabbed my, as y'all can imagine what I'm thinking about, and I'm not talking about my rear area. I didn't know how to feel. I stood in shock, and I stood there. A couple minutes later, I did it back to him, and one thing led to another, and I ended up giving him oral in the classroom.
What?
That's the first incident. During this time,
That's bold as hell. Like, what? You just like, what? Nobody walk in? Y'all ain't scared for nobody to walk in or nothing? I mean, clearly not him as a child, but the adult? What?
I was what you can say is rewarded by the things that I was doing. Me and another student, and this other student DM'd me last night when I came about my story. He asked me why I didn't tell him, because he was also cool with Maurice Brantley. Anybody that knows, that man bought me iPhone 8 Plus during the time I was in 6th grade. He bought me AirPods, food, anything. You can ask anybody that went to that school. He hovered over me like I was a golden child. I could never do no wrong. I could never get in trouble, because Maurice Brantley will always protect me no matter what. When I would get in trouble with teachers, they would send me to Mr. Brantley. So, yeah. Second incident. After a basketball game, my mom allowed Antonio Maurice Brantley to take me home after a basketball game, because I asked her, could I stay? But she told me that I had to find a ride. Like I said, after the basketball game, Maurice Brantley proceeded to take me home, and before we stopped to get to his car, we stopped by the bathroom. He went in the bathroom by himself. He locked the door behind him. He then came out of the bathroom still unbuckling his pants while they were still down. I then proceeded to grope to his growing area, and then we proceeded to leave the school. As we're leaving the school, on the way home, I gave him head all the way home.
Oh my God. He said this isn't like he's healed from it, but he absolutely has not healed from it at all. Damn.
Yeah. So that happened. There was a third incident that occurred before everything went to stops, and it was one weekend. He talked my mom into thinking that he was going to tutor me. He picked me up from my house that morning, and we went back to his home in Swainsboro, where he was living at with his mother.
And living with his mama?
There was no tutoring done whatsoever.
Oh.
There was nothing but grooming and sexual activity the whole time. As we left his house, once again, the whole way home, I gave him bed. During the time this shit was occurring, I didn't tell nobody because you don't really know what to do when that is actually happening to you. It's like something that I can't even explain. Like you can't, like, nobody is prepared to go through anything like that, and I don't want anybody to ever have to go through something like that.
So this just had him just use them for straight activities. I mean, allegedly, because I ain't got time, to the extent of, I mean, the whole time, and then even on the way home, like, I do understand that feeling of not being able to tell nobody, and that feeling of you just realizing what it was. It's terrible. Yeah, this all occurred when he was in the 6th grade, actually. But he did say for 7 years. So I guess, yes, it's given up until he was an adult, from 6th grade to high school and after.
Okay. Fast forward to my 18th birthday.
Yep.
Mind you, the years have gone by.
7 years.
I have not had contact with this man. I have not texted him or anything. I can't say that I still had him on social media, on all my social medias. I still had him on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. So, fast forward, my 18th birthday approaches, and he messages me, and my mother has the messages. I still have the messages. I still can screenshot the messages. He texts me apologizing about what he did to me, and that he couldn't explain. He didn't know why he did what he did. And in my mind, it had been going on so long that I feel like the situation was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I did not respond in the way that people think I would have responded. I didn't respond in the way that I should have responded.
What was that?
I responded as if, though, I still wanted him to do things that he was doing to me.
Oh, no.
He quickly texted me back with, what do you mean, or whatever the case may be, and I left it at that. I didn't text him back.
I wonder what made him, want to continue. Trauma response? Yeah, because now I'm confused. Not confused. It's just more so like, well, he even said he didn't respond the way he was supposed to respond. And I mean, clearly, what I will say, I have no judgment for these type of stories because, bro, you just really never know. You really never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what a person was feeling or whatever comfort and or discomfort that it may have brought him. Because it sounded like to me he was getting in a lot of trouble. And, you know, we all had I had my favorite teacher because I was bad too. So I had my favorite teachers or my favorite gym coaches or whatever. I had my faves too. And yeah, I get it.
Fast forward. Thank you for my best friend because, y'all, friends are... I'm thankful for the friends that I have, and I'm thankful for the people that I call my friends. Because without my best friend, Savon, I don't even know if I would be able to even acknowledge the situation as it is. I thought I was at peace with the situation by not speaking on it or not thinking about it at all. As I stated in my Facebook post, my mom has questioned me. My phone stayed checking. My mama questioned me multiple times. Has anybody ever touched you? And my answer was always no, because in the back of my mind, I thought what was happening was right, because in my mind, it glorified my sexuality, because I didn't know what I wanted at the time, but that is what confirmed for me.
That is what gay?
Confirmed for me what I wanted.
Okay.
And so I didn't think that it was wrong. Okay. With that being said, he texted me back and said, what do you mean I didn't respond, or whatever the case may be. Fast forward, me and Saval, we had stopped. We were always been friends on and off for a good while, but it was never no bad blood, never nothing like that. My mom knows Saval well. Saval has been in my house. My mom knows Saval is a good friend of mine. And one night, I was at Saval's house, and she went out the room to go in the kitchen, and I don't know what hovered over my mind to tell her that these things were occurring with Antonio Maurice Bentley, but I felt the need to tell her.
Antonio Maurice Bentley.
Mind you, I talk about any and everything with Saval, so I felt the need to tell her. I end up explaining the situation to Saval as if, I would say in my opinion, as if it was funny. That's how I felt. I explained the situation to Saval. She quickly stared at me like I was stupid and told me, Jeremiah, you were and explained to me that what happened was not right. In my mind, it immediately clicked, and she immediately told me that I needed to tell my mom. I called my mom on the phone, and I let her know. And honestly, I'm thankful that I don't delete messages, or I didn't delete the messages of him telling me that he was sorry for the things that he had done. But
I cannot find this man's name.
And I ended up telling her the situation. Lost for words. I won't wish that anybody. My mama felt as though it was her fault that I wasn't protected.
Brantley.
And I can't explain how that shit made me feel. Like, because at the end of the day, we always think it's our mothers as mothers, but they're human beings and they have feelings too. So I heard the hurt in my mama's voice and I just instantly broke down. Because, like, what can you do, bro? Like, what can you do when it's already done? There's nothing you can do when it's already done.
I can't find his Instagram.
Yeah. Now, quickly fast forwarding to the whole coming out situation. Anybody know I came out last, I want to say like a day before Thanksgiving last year. And yeah, I just was going through a really rough time. I was really depressed. I didn't know what was going on. I let my mama know that I was really depressed. No, I did not get therapy. I did not want therapy because I felt as though I did not feel like I knew what the problem was. Whenever I was asked, well, what's wrong with you, or why do you feel this way, or why are you so depressed, or why are you beating yourself up, or why are you so stressed out, it was always I don't know. It was always, I don't know. And I want anybody to know that whoever asked me or whoever tried to check up on me and I told them I don't know, that's because I really did not know. I did not know what, I couldn't tell anybody. I didn't know. It's not that I didn't want to talk to nobody. It's not that I didn't want to open up, but I felt as though my feelings were, I did not know what was wrong with me. I just felt trapped. So fast forward.
Because I am trying to, okay, I have several situations going on here. Because I'm like, okay, if he reached out and tried to apologize or did apologize, first of all, thank God he did that, because most do not. That's a blessing. That don't mean it's a blessing and you just get over it. I'm just saying, at least most people want closure, I feel like. And I feel like that's a form of it. To at least apologize. Number one. But number two, with him reaching back out and saying, nah, I still want to continue to do so. I feel like that's where everything kind of went out of whack for him. Because maybe he was like, why the hell would I still want to do that? And then also thinking like, why the hell was this happening in the first place? And that'll also have a person want like a sensation that they once had before. You know what I'm saying? Which is just completely unacceptable. But now I think the problem is you got to watch him as a pastor. Now that'll really that will bother you. That will bother you. Like, all right, bruh. You out here being a pastor, bruh. Nah. It gets to a point. You know what I'm saying? So, and also, like you said, this can't be his only victim. Maybe he trying to stop other people from going through it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
I ended up coming out. What I thought was the reason that I was so depressed and so stressed out and all this and just so beat up and just so worn out, like at a young age. Like, what are you so worn out for? It got to a point where I thought it was work. Like, I'm 17. Like, this work stressing me out for. Yeah, I just thought it was so many other things, and I tried to make it so many other things because I did not want to face this situation. So yeah. End up coming out. That fixed nothing. It gave me a sense of clarity that I was able to be who I finally am, and I was able to just finally be me. Yeah. So that gave me a little bit of peace of mind, but quickly after, just went right back down. I decided that I wanted to move to Colorado, because I wanted a fresh start. I felt as though I did not belong in Statesboro. I did not want to stay in Statesboro at all. That's just how I felt. I'm sorry. So, yeah, that's just how I felt. During the time up to like a couple months before me moving, me and my mama went through a very rough patch. This is not for me to, I'm not saying this as to degrade my mother or anything. We have a great relationship. I feel though is where I went wrong at, and why we were bumping heads is because, like I said, I did not understand that my mom was human. I think like that's really where I up at. I was putting all the blame on her. This situation, everything, I was definitely putting the blame on her. And I shouldn't have at all. And I'm sorry. And I can't take it back. But it happened. Yeah. It took for me to stand on the front porch with my mama and bawl my eyes out for 35 minutes to understand where she was coming from. I had to understand that she's a human. She got feelings too, and she also goes through things. So, yeah, I let her know about the situation, like I said, and why I keep saying I'm at peace at the situation, I'm not healed, is because I'm so at peace at the situation. When I called my mom to let her know what had happened, I told her I did not want nothing to happen to that man. I told her, I'm letting you know this so you can get a sense of clarity of what I'm going through, because you've always asked what's wrong with me. So she needed that closing. Like, she needed that. So, yeah, I told her not want nothing to happen to him. To this day, I said what I said. I do not want nothing to happen to that man. I just want him to be away from kids. Oh, my God.
So that's how I feel, Precious. It's like, it's so much to that. It's so much to that.
I'm so sorry. I just want him to be away from kids. That's how I feel about
But
the
I get that
situation.
part.
That's what I say.
Like, I don't want you to go to jail, but I don't want you working
Also,
out of school either.
I ain't asking for Justin. I'm asking for everybody to share my story around, because I want him away from kids. A couple of people have got in my DMs and said that he was teaching at a middle school in Henry County. To my knowledge, or the last thing I saw that he was teaching in Augusta. So I don't really know.
I was about to say, is that Georgia?
Police report has not been filed yet upon me, because I have not done it yet. I will be looking into it, and I will be doing it. And
He gonna do a police report, but he don't want nothing to happen to him? I don't understand. Rightfully so, do what it is that you please. You know what I'm saying? But he is confusing me. Like, and maybe he's confused. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's confused. But I'm just saying, like, so what is it? I was definitely going to ask y'all about the statute of limitation. I don't know. But him coming out, well, we know everybody else going to come out if it's everybody else too. So it may not be a statute of limitation on whoever else he doing this to.
And I will be doing what I need to do for me to heal from this situation and get better. I just thank everybody for sharing my story. I think for everybody just being in my corner. Just watch y'all kids, man. People who you think are safe, like it's an evil world. You really don't know, bro. I want everybody to just be safe. And yeah, I just think I think my family, that I have y'all in my corner. And I'm sorry to anybody who I've hurt during this journey, because I can say I was a very angry person. I'm sorry to my family for the time I can't give y'all back, because family gatherings, I weren't there. I always told y'all no. I didn't want to be around y'all in y'all presence. So I just apologize to everybody. It's nothing that I can go back and fix, because we can't rewind time. But yeah, this is the situation at hand. And I just ask that everybody keep sharing my story and I'm thankful for everybody, and I just hope y'all have a good day.
He's not happy at all, bro. Jesus. It hasn't been for a long time. Okay, let's look at his Facebook. I just got the word he's now teaching in Henry County. I just want him away from kids. He's still a teacher in Augusta. Please share and repost. Hey, Facebook family and friends. This is not a post that I thought I'd be posting today, but hey, I'm living in my truth, and it's time to tell my story. As most friends and family know, I attended Langston Chapel Middle School all 3 years, and I'd like to highlight an incident that occurred my first year attending this school. While attending the school, I got close with many teachers and students. Most people that went to this school during my duration being there can say I had a strong bond with a teacher that goes by Antonio Maurice Brantley. This teacher has done unthinkable things to me that no sixth grader should ever have to go through. The first thing that I went through, the things that were done to me are far beyond acceptable. I was touched by this man on multiple occasions, sometimes even inside of the school at basketball games, even during regular school hours. I'm speaking on this now because I am now fully aware of what I went through and how much trauma has been caused to me. During my whole middle years, even up until I told my mom, which was recent, a couple weeks before I moved, my mom has always asked, has anyone touched me? And I would never think back on the incidents with Antonio Maurice Brantley. So I'd always say no. Reason being, I thought it was okay for so and. The reason I thought it was okay because it confirmed my sexuality in my mind, and that's what I thought was okay at the time. During this time, I was 12 years old and was so oblivious to the situation. But now I'm demanding justice, and my story will be heard. He literally said he didn't want anything to happen, and now he does. So I'm going to say I hope he gets the justice he is looking for. That's where I'm at with it. I hope he get what it is that he's looking for, especially to fill that void that he is feeling, because it's a void there. It's real bad too. So he goes to Colorado State now. Yeah. He's taking the right steps to, yeah. I hope he get exactly what he need. It's terrible. Because, I don't know, is this his boyfriend? Zach Bryan? Maybe that's his friend. Yeah, I hope he get what he need, bro. That's all I got. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all want me to keep up with the story, I will. I was just on Instagram. YouTube looking to see what's going on. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hell yeah.